Donald Trump joining the fight with a class action lawsuit against the tech giant CEOs. Trump warning in a Wall Street Journal op-ed, if they can do it to me, they can do it to you. The lawsuit is backed by the America First Policy Institute, and the board chair, Linda McMahon, joins me now. All right, good evening, Linda. Thanks so much for being with us tonight.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you tell me how you got involved in this?
How AFI became involved in this was just looking, our job as an institute is really to support those people who might be like President Trump, who has been taken down. But primarily, he said in a couple of his speeches that, big tech censored a sitting president, and they should not be able to do that. I mean, Judge, if you think about where are we today, what is the landscape today? The landscape today is that we are in a 21st century digital data town hall environment. And by the way, social media can do a lot of really good things, but they have stepped over the boundary this time. When they have colluded with the government, when they have taken down teachers who've inquired about masks, when they've taken down doctors who have tried to talk about the benefits of hydroxychloroquine, and they've just gone too far, and they've colluded with the government to do that. And as President Trump has said, look, if they can go after me, they can go after anyone. And this is not a lawsuit about Democrats or Republicans or anyone. This is about the American people. This is about our First Amendment rights. And we have to stand up for it.
Well, I really am very glad that he's doing this, because the First Amendment free speech is not only being, eliminated, it's being censored. And there's almost a sense that there's a collusion between the government and the leftist big tech. The government doesn't have the right to censor, but they're protecting big tech, allowing them to censor and, not providing any guidelines or any regulations. And my understanding is that, all the talk about the left and the right working together to pass legislation to regulate big tech is really to, nothing more than a euphemism to protect it from any kind of regulation. Are you aware of anything that's going on in Congress that will prevent them from censoring anyone who's a conservative, a president, or a woman who wants to talk about her child with a mask?
Well, here's the thing. There's always a lot of talk. And we just decided it was time to have action. So our job at AFPI, we're not a party to the lawsuit, but we are supporting those class representatives and reaching out to more of the class representatives. As a matter of fact, since this lawsuit was announced, we've had over 30,000 inquiries about how can we join the lawsuit, tell us more about the lawsuit. And I think that speaks volumes to the concern. I mean, Scott Rasmussen recently did a poll that shows that the majority of Americans really do believe that big tech is too strong and that there's no accountability for the actions that they take. And they, I think we need to really take a look at that. Judge, you know better than anyone, because you are a judge and a lawyer, that our First Amendment rights kind of set us apart from almost any other country in the world. And if we don't stand up and protect this First Amendment right of free speech, to have free discourse, to discuss things and to disagree, but not to be censored if you do disagree. Now, we know you can't yell
it's
fire.
unbelievable.
We know you can't yell fire in a crowded theater. We have common sense approach to the things that we can and cannot do, but we are absolutely taking away our right for, I believe, free discourse.
Well, Linda McMahon, I couldn't agree with you more. Thank you so much for joining us on Justice.